I have another story to tell about my dentist experiences, all 5 of them in 5 weeks. So the one I'm going to tell today is part 1 of the root canal. I'm not going to suggest for a moment that I know a lot about pain. Fortunately, I don't. But after part 1 of the root canal, I got acquainted with some physical pain that I had not experienced to that intensity before. So when I got home, I was kind of in a stun mode, and then the next day I woke up in the middle of the night to this searing, I don't know how to describe it, searing, penetrating pain that was going through my jawbone, and it would absolutely stop me. So wherever I was, whatever I was doing, this pain would start, and I had to just hold my face and try and breathe through it, and I would break out into a sweat, and it was quite extreme. So naturally I went for the pill bottle, and I normally don't take painkillers, but in this case I had no choice, or I chose to take the painkillers, and to my surprise, all the painkillers did was make me goofy, and the pain still came on. So here I am in a position of seeing that painkillers aren't going to stop this pain, and I had to deal with it with what I knew from the Dharma. And at first I wasn't applying anything that I knew. I was just feeling sorry for myself and sweating it out every time these attacks came, and these attacks were just random. I didn't know when they were going to come, but what I came to see was that they didn't last forever. And so what I started noticing was that my limited understanding of impermanence was helping me get through these attacks. So after about 4 or 5 of these attacks, I could see that if I just could hang together, this pain was going to stop. And so I became more adept at doing that when these attacks came. And then as I was getting used, well, I didn't get used to these pain attacks, but I saw that I could survive them. I started thinking to myself, okay, so now I see this is gross impermanence. I see that things don't last forever. They're changing moment by moment. So the next time I have a mental attack of any kind, I hope I can use this experience. So eventually I was put on different medication, and the pain stopped. And within 1 day of this new knowledge, I received an email from a very old friend of mine who wrote a very heartfelt apology for something he had done years ago, for which I had forgiven him for. But interestingly enough, when I read this email, I got really upset all over again, and I had thoughts like, well, it's about time. And then I went right in that position of being, you know, poor me, look what someone did to me, look at all the pain I'm in. And fortunately, I started to remember what I had learned the past week, that, you know, I don't need to go there. I don't need to go back into that situation. That pain is over. I have forgiven this person, and I can just move on with my life. But I have more to say about that in the next installment. To be continued.